I personally feel like the best way to build relationships is to think about people in your path and just like constantly give to them. Give, help people, connect people, create a community, host dinners, and doing it in a way that's genuine and like truly wanting to be there and support people. And then you will see in your career that it will like come back to you a million times fold.
We all are surrounded by different relationships. We actually, it used to be like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Now it's like 3 degrees or 2 degrees. I think it's actually 2.7. And we all know people that have weight and power and connections, and can have a good impact on whatever we're building. We just have to kind of, number one, put ourselves out there, but number two, go like reach a little bit further, like get a little more creative, think outside the box, like who we actually know, like a friend of a friend, a cousin of a cousin. Yeah. I think we all know more people than we think we know.
Yeah.
Is the
very true. And you also never know where people will end up, right? So you might, friend of a friend, cousin of a friend. I have a funny story. When I started Nike, the woman that hired me, who's still amazing, fast forward about 15 years in our careers, we went to different places. I became her boss. And also,
how funny.
I mean, like the world is wild. And also, all my ex-Nike friends have all landed these amazing careers. So just because they're one day might be small, some of them became entrepreneurs and made it in so many different areas that can serve you in the future. So genuine contacts can help you go so far, and not being scared to also reach out and ask, like, friends, family, do you know anyone in this world? Because that will go such a long way. Word of mouth and finding people through people is such a better source than any ad you can do, and cold listing of like trying to hire or just contact. And I can even tell you, when we were starting WeNatal, the first 2 years, Ronit and I talked to everyone, friends of friends, business owners, small, large, in the wellness world, not in the wellness world. I think there's a wealth of wisdom that you can empower yourself with no matter what you want to do, and being open to listening and learning to all types of careers and people in different levels, people behind us, people ahead of us. Just being open to that wisdom will really serve you in the long run.
Absolutely. Like being willing to listen, like you said. And something that you mentioned, which is ads. And I don't know if this is still the case, but last time we spoke, which was a few months ago, you were, fueling the marketing machine of WeNatal with no ads. Is that still the case?
Still no ads. We have not spent $1 on any.
Tell us how you did it and how you've been doing it.
Well, oh gosh, that's a long answer, and I'll respond to that. But I want to add one more thing to the relationship conversation. I personally feel like the best way to build relationships is to think about people in your path and just like constantly give to them. Give, help people, connect people, create a community, host dinners, and doing it in a way that's genuine and like truly wanting to be there and support people. And then you will see in your career that it will like come back to you a million times fold. But when you're doing it from a place of being genuine, from a place of really caring for the people that are around you. And I think that's kind of been the foundation of how both Vida and I have built our relationships. Now, how did we launch a brand without any ads? So first of all, I will say that a lot of founders will start a brand and they think that there's like a formula of how to market. And the formula involves digital spend, PR, social media, organic content, which we're doing organic, influencers, affiliates. So when we started WeNatal, we started without anything that was essentially paid. We didn't do affiliates when we launched. We didn't have digital. We didn't have PR. And maybe a year and a half in or 2 years in, we started to do some like affiliate partnerships. We started to do a little bit of paid partnerships really as a test. But really, like in launching the brand, the foundation of everything that we do goes back to the foundation of how we build relationships. It was about giving to the community. It was about creating content. It was about educating. It was about sharing, adding value. And when you add value from a true place of being genuine, it's magnetized. Like people could see that you're genuine. People could see that you're passionate, and it spreads. So
absolutely.
And we have a true mission. So when we ask our Rolodex of friends and family and even network influencers who have become our friends, can you please help us share our mission? They share because we truly have a mission that's genuine. We truly have a product that's superior. So I would say it kind of goes back to like building community and sharing education with the community. And it also goes back to the team that we've built. We have amazing advisors that are part of WeNatal that have large platforms like Dr. Mark Hyman and Kelly LeVeque and Bridget Tigemeyer, and starting from these super authentic people in the wellness space to talk about our brand a lot, and then layering on top of that the education, and then layering on top of that our relationships that are kind of like helping continuing to spread the mission. Really, that's how we started.
Absolutely. And I think the mission and the why and the impetus and the values cannot be overlooked in any brand that's getting started nowadays. Like, it's almost like you can, from my perspective, I meet a lot of founders who are early stage pre-launch brands, launching brands, young brands who are, under seven figures, and you can sort of tell which brands will really make a mark and take off and which ones will fizzle out. And if someone's chasing, just the dollar right out of the gate, and there's really no kind of storyline or why or deeper why that is weaving the energy of the brand together, people can feel that, people can sense that, it just falls flat. And there's nothing wrong with, of course, having goals and reaching metrics and having milestones that you're working towards, but there's got to be that initial bigger mission, like you're saying.